This video gonna take a minute to, cause I gotta wait for this other thing to load up. Let me tell you what happened. All right. So really, I wanted to make this video really just cause I'm fucking happy. I saved 400, really almost $500 with electrical tape and Coca-Cola. Yeah, you ought to know where I'm going with that. You know, it's something you learned in grade school science class. And really, I didn't see it. Is what happened. I didn't. One of a dude who came to a photo zone. Suppose I know they were gang stalking, cause he came from the projects. I know he came from the projects cause he gave me his address, trying to get a quick. He's a mechanic. He was dressed. He was dirty. You know. I mean, dirty like he had just been with. Plus, he was with some dudes looked like little D boys. You know, they was young and, you know, had all the long hair. Look, he doing the garbage thing. You know, seriously, that's what I talk about, the garbage thing. They make a big deal out of it. I don't know, because since I've been here, I never miss. I mean, I grew up in a place where you had to pull out the garbage. And when I was a kid, and really when I was an adult, after I got in the military, I hate fucking missing because, you know, you could hear it. And my room was right next to where you put it. So you hear the motherfuckers on my day was Thursday, I think. You know, be here about 5:30, 6 o'clock. You know, if you hear them, oh shit, I forgot. No, it might have been Monday too. Garbage day was Monday. But by the time you hear them, they already in front of your house picking up the neighbors, and fucking he would you know, they be gone, and there's nothing you can do. You know, you got a whole week left, and really garbage full up. And I really hated that because you know it's overflowing now. So yeah, that's why I do it. So you know how the gang stalkers, when you do something regular, they gotta gang stalk you for that. Oh, cause really, I just came out here. I literally just came out here 2 minutes ago. But anyway, the reason I'm making the video, I came out here to, I don't know why, to make sure. I guess I just wanted to hear it start again, cause it been starting real slow, right? And really, it was just the wire burned. The plastic came off, and it was corroded, but the wires, the actual copper wires, you know, they're all good because it just happened. So that's why I was still starting, but hesitating because it. So I just bought a wire brush and a Coca-Cola and some sheriff riding by, all this shit. But this video, I guess I'm gonna make a bunch of videos because I want to do a whole video about the what just happened. While so I guess because yesterday I chased that dude down. You know, that's why the sheriff driving by. So, but anyway, I'm going back into the car. I'm still happy about saving $500 with $10 worth of. And it isn't really, when it comes to electrical, it really isn't a quick fix. What I did, it should last for a long time, but I am going to just buy a whole new wire, but that's going to cost money because it goes to the alternator. Unless I'm going to do it myself, somebody got to get in there and but it really shouldn't let me down, you know, like somewhere. And even if it does, I got, you know, put the electrical tape in wire cutters in it's a truck, it's a blazer rather, put it in the back in my little box, a toolbox. So but I doubt anything goes wrong because it's just I need to tape it up against the so it won't burn again. It must have rubbed up against something, a pulley or something, and burned off a spot. So anyway, the dude I had the AutoZone dude come out with the test. You know how they test the shit? Because I was like, well, because really the mechanic, what happened is I found the mechanic. You know, nowadays they got them mechanics that'll come to you. You know, and this one, you know, is a big time thing. They even got to make payments, affirm, all that shit. And they got local mechanics who join it, and they're real mechanics. But the dude called and said, you know, you really should get it diagnosed. He called me Friday. He was supposed to come today, matter of fact, Sunday. Or yesterday. Nah, yesterday. They even come on Saturdays, the scheduled time. But he called Friday when I was at work. And he said, call or text, call back. And I called. He said, you know, you should. Probably I ain't going to take your money because I might not this and that. Because it's really like for if you got your car diagnosed. I would to use that service. I would get it diagnosed somewhere, or maybe someone you know that work on cars. But you really want somebody with, something more tools, more professional. So if you know your diagnosis, you go on that website and you know, just pick what you need. But like dude said, he's like da da da. So I listened to him. He said you need to go ahead and cancel before they charge you. He said I just think that dude that'll do it, that'll take your money. I said all right, that's cool. And then, from what I told him, da da da. So I went. I was in the store. What the fuck was I buying for the car? I was buying something, but it wasn't. Damn, I don't know what I bought something. I bought something, but while I was there, oh, I needed to buy the another diagnostic tool, so that was saving me money also. I got to do that later after I do, but now I got to do these videos because you gonna flip when you see what they did. It has to do with yesterday. It's something Country Boy at work said. This is just some fake gangster shit. I'm telling you, no real gangster does. This is not me just talking. Trust me. I've been states, no, not different states. Nobody does this stupid ass shit. That's why I don't have tinted windows like that limo tint. Nigga will blast your these stupid ass. I'm telling you, these niggas are stupid as fuck. They really think that's gangster riding around with tinted windows. No, nigga, in the hood, somebody gonna light your motherfucking car up. You just got a piece of metal in between you, and especially if they got something big, it's definitely going through your car doors. You can't even duck, nigga. There's no fucking ducking when the nigga get, you know what I'm saying? Stupid ass nigga riding around in the hood pulling like it's funny. Pulling up on niggas with limo tint window. But let me get back to the other video. So anyway, they pull up next to me, so and it was some, hood niggas, and they got the mechanic in the back. We've all done that shit, the neighborhood mechanic, and he riding to the store to tell you what to get. And he know the dude, and sure enough, it's just like niggas I know, he know the dudes at the AutoZone because he up there so much, hustling. He not getting people, he really is a mechanic. He up there, he work out his apartment, he live in the project though. I'll tell you how I found that out. But anyway, so he daps up the dude who actually doing a battery check. He's outside, we're outside under my hood, and he, daps up the dude, what's up, man, da da da. And I knew he was gonna say. He said, "Yeah, well, so what you?" He said, "Well, let me look at it." And he did. He found the wire. He said, "Oh shit, no, that's this right." He said, "Come here, let me show you." Da da da. He was gonna fix it for me, and I would have. I really was. I only gonna pay him probably about $10. That's all it would have took. And he had me buy some shit. It really. There's some wire. I don't even need the wire now. I might take it back or just keep it. I don't know. It's $9 for some 12 gauge wire. So anyway, yeah, he just drove by playing the old slick rig. It's the reason they're mocking me. Well, not mocking. They're trying to show that they're cool too. They listen to old school music, but he ain't got no system. I know it's a tape. I mean, I'm recording, but that's the best it sound. His shit sound like we used to talk shit about niggas who ride by like, nigga, turn that shit down till you spend some money on it. Seriously, it ain't even about the car. It's about this nigga. Turn that little nasty. This shit nasty, nigga. This ain't new ways talking shit. You know how to think they're funny, think they're black. The Democrats like, no, nigga. I'm talking about gangster shit, nigga. Turn that crackerjack shit down. That's why I wouldn't ride until I spent some money on my system. You just don't do it. Just turn that and roll your windows up, turn the shit back down. Until it's just self-esteem, have some respect. That's why I know these niggas ain't gangsters. Turn this, you got the nerve to ride by with that ragged ass shit on purpose. If you're doing it on purpose because, you know where I stay. So no, and I'm out here. So if you're doing that, you got a challenge. You got to come through with some real shit. Shut it down. So anyway. So yeah, that's why they started all that. Oh, don't bully and don't make fun of people. No, bitch, you're not finna make everybody weak and lower the standards. That's basically what they're trying to lower the standards. You ain't finna lower the standards. He ain't no gangster, so he can say he gangster. No, we got standards. All right. So anyway, back to it. The dude, he did. He pointed it out. He did. He saved me a lot of money. And I ain't even get to give him nothing. $5. His little tip was worth to me five something, you know. Just the fact that he pointed it out. So and then as we standing in line, he was coming up there. He must have called, cause like I said, I've been in that situation with hood mechanics, and they know those dudes that orders on O'Reilly, all that shit. And and they know him, and he called because they bring him so much business, and he making money, because you gonna pay for it, you paying for the part, and you gotta pay him. That's how he eat. And so he probably had called because the dude pulled the part for him. But I'm still in line, and now the line then got. When I first got there, it was nobody in there. Now all of a sudden, 10 minutes later, it's fucking like 10 people in line. They just all pulled up. But it was a Friday night. But anyway. So he was trying to leave because the little dudes, they some real deep boys. Seriously, they both of them short. They look like they some, they really. And I could tell by the way they was acting and the way he was acting, he had to go. Like they leaving, they don't give a fuck. You trying to make some money. And I know they know who I am because they gang stalkers too. But they actually, you can tell the little thing just real hotheads and all that shit. But I guess they could tell who I was, so they ain't say nothing to me. It's like, no, you gonna go on with that shit, nigga. The fuck out. And they knew. So they left. He left. He gave me his address, and I put it in my phone. But what happened is he wasn't there. And it's right up the street. I drive by there all the time. I know it's a little project, but this first time I drove up in there. And actually, I went to where he gave me the address. I'm like, oh, this is his house or his project. But he wasn't there. And there was a lot of niggas out there. I'm like, hell no, this shit too hot. I ain't from here, and the cops see my truck. Oh, yeah, they think I'm buying drugs or something. Cause what you doing around here? So anyway, I'm like, shit, let me get the fuck out of here. You ain't from around here. They let them sell drugs and do all that, but they don't know my face. But the cops don't. So shit, I left. But yeah, so I'm like, cause he was like, he gonna cut it and do this and that, and I guess he's gonna run a straight wire all the way to the alternator, probably gonna charge about 30. But I would have been cool with all that. But I thought I know enough. I'm like, wait a minute, cause he showed it. I'm like, shit, you know what? So then I came home the next day. I got some really that night I got some Dollar Tree or whatever, Family Dollar, bought a pack of electrical black taping. Then the next day I bought some wire brush from AutoZone and really did it right there. I bought a little 20-ounce Coke and poured that shit on there, and the corrosion came off, and I brushed it with the wire brush and taped up really is like a 1/4-inch hole in the wire. So I did that and fixed it. And now it turns over like it's supposed to. What it was just hesitating, like the battery was dying. But the dude checked the battery, like battery fine. And I turned it on, test the system. The alternator's fine. It's like everything fine. But that's when the dude showed up. It was like, oh, here it is, right here, and it was right. I fixed it, and like I said, I'm gonna get it all fixed because I want all new shit on there anyway. But anyway, so back now, got that out the way. I'm gonna start a new video.